Welcome to Modern Stoic 7 Dark Psychology Tricks to Make Any Woman Love You. Stoicism explores the intriguing intersection of psychological principles and Stoic philosophy to help understand the deeper dynamics of human attraction and relationships. In this guide, we'll delve into strategies rooted in both dark psychology, tactics often used in manipulation and persuasion, and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, which encourages self-mastery, emotional resilience, and virtuous living. By combining these seemingly contradictory concepts, you'll uncover powerful insights on how to approach love and attraction in a way that is not only effective, but grounded in emotional intelligence and personal growth. Whether you're looking to deepen existing relationships or attract new ones, these principles can help you navigate the complex world of human emotions and interactions. Number 1. Introduction to the art of scarcity. In definition of scarcity. Scarcity is the fundamental concept that resources, whether material, emotional, or temporal, are limited. This constraint forces individuals and societies to make choices, prioritize, and innovate within boundaries. Psychological impact. Scarcity influences how people think, behave, and allocate their focus. It can heighten awareness of limited resources, but may also lead to a scarcity mindset, where one becomes overly preoccupied with deficits. Scarcity in economics. In economics, scarcity drives supply and demand dynamics, determining the value of goods and services. Rare commodities or limited opportunities tend to attract higher interest and appreciation. Creativity through constraints. Scarcity often fosters creativity and innovation. When resources are restricted, individuals and teams find inventive ways to solve problems, optimize usage, and achieve goals. Marketing and scarcity tactics. In marketing, scarcity is a powerful tool. Limited time offers, exclusive releases, and while supplies last campaigns leverage the psychological urgency scarcity induces, prompting quicker decision-making. Balancing scarcity and abundance. While scarcity can inspire focus and value, unchecked, it may lead to stress, poor decisions, or over-exploitation. A balanced approach to recognizing and managing scarcity is essential for sustainable success. Scarcity as an art. Embracing scarcity as an art involves mastering the ability to see limits as opportunities. This mindset empowers individuals to innovate, appreciate, and thrive, even in constrained circumstances. No. 2. Introduction to calculated indifference. Definition. Calculated indifference refers to the deliberate display of neutrality or detachment in situations that require emotional restraint or strategic non-engagement. It involves carefully balancing involvement and detachment to achieve specific objectives. Philosophical roots. The concept has ties to Stoic philosophy, where emotional control is valued. It emphasizes focusing only on what one can control while remaining unaffected by external forces. Application in decision-making. In strategic planning, calculated indifference helps maintain objectivity, especially when emotions or biases might cloud judgment. It is commonly used in negotiations, leadership, and crisis management. Psychological aspects. This approach leverages emotional intelligence, requiring individuals to regulate their feelings, remain composed under pressure, and make decisions based on logic rather than impulse. Role in relationships. Calculated indifference can be a tool in personal and professional interactions to de-escalate conflicts or create a sense of value by not appearing overly invested. Misconceptions. It's important to distinguish between calculated indifference and apathy. While apathy implies a lack of care or concern, calculated indifference is intentional and often driven by long-term goals. Practical examples. In negotiations, refusing to show eagerness to secure better terms. A leader remaining calm during organizational turmoil to instill confidence in their team. Avoiding reaction to provocations to maintain dignity and control. No. 3. Introduction to creating perceived value. Definition of perceived value. Perceived value is the worth a customer believes a product or service holds, based on subjective evaluation rather than objective qualities. It is a critical factor influencing purchasing decisions. Importance in marketing. Creating perceived value allows businesses to differentiate themselves in competitive markets. Customers are often willing to pay more for products or services they perceive as valuable, even if similar alternatives are available. Emotional connection. Perceived value is often tied to emotional appeal. Products that evoke feelings of trust, happiness, or prestige can have higher perceived value than those focusing solely on functionality. Role of branding. Strong branding enhances perceived value. A recognizable brand with a positive reputation can convince customers of quality and reliability even before they interact with the product or service. Customer experience. Delivering an excellent customer experience through seamless service, convenience, and attentive support boosts perceived value by making customers feel valued and prioritized. Effective storytelling. Narratives about a product's origin, sustainability, or the values it represents can enhance perceived value. Customers often pay more for products they see as aligned with their personal beliefs or lifestyle. Perceived value versus price. It's not about lowering prices, but increasing the customer's perception of the product's worth. Packaging, presentation, and added benefits can shift the focus from cost to value. No. 4. Psychological dependency. Definition. Psychological dependency refers to the emotional or mental reliance on a substance, behavior, or activity. Unlike physical dependency, it centers around the compulsion and emotional attachment rather than withdrawal symptoms. Key characteristics. Intense cravings or urges. Emotional distress when access to the dependency is restricted. Belief that the substance or behavior is necessary for emotional well-being. Causes, often linked to stress, trauma, or unresolved emotional issues. May arise from the pursuit of pleasure or escape from pain. Social and environmental factors play a significant role. Common dependencies, substances, e.g., alcohol, nicotine, or drugs. Behaviors, e.g., gambling, shopping, gaming, or social media use. Psychological effects affect self-control and decision-making, can lead to anxiety, depression, or irritability, strains personal and professional relationships. Distinction from physical dependency. Psychological dependency is tied to emotional and mental needs. Physical dependency involves the body's adaptation to a substance, often leading to withdrawal symptoms when it is removed. Management and treatment involves cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, mindfulness practices, and support groups. Focuses on identifying triggers, developing coping mechanisms, and addressing underlying emotional issues. In some cases, professional counseling or rehabilitation programs may be required. No. 5. Here's a concise 7-point introduction to the intersection of reading and leading psychology, definition and scope. Reading psychology involves understanding how individuals comprehend and interpret written material, focusing on cognitive and emotional processes. Leading psychology studies leadership behaviors, decision-making, and their psychological underpinnings, often integrating emotional intelligence and communication skills. Interconnection leaders who are avid readers often develop critical thinking, empathy, and a broader perspective, enhancing their leadership capabilities. Effective leaders understand psychology to motivate, inspire, and connect with diverse individuals. Role of emotional intelligence. Reading literature, especially fiction, improves emotional intelligence by fostering empathy and understanding of complex human emotions. This emotional intelligence is essential for leaders to build trust, resolve conflicts, and lead effectively. Cognitive benefits. Reading stimulates brain regions linked to analytical thinking and creativity. Leaders benefit by applying these skills to problem-solving and strategic planning. Communication mastery. Leaders who read widely are often more articulate and persuasive, gaining insights into storytelling and rhetoric. This skill is critical for motivating teams and presenting visionary ideas. Historical and cultural awareness. Reading history, philosophy, and culture enables leaders to appreciate diverse perspectives and anticipate societal shifts, essential for making informed decisions. Practical application in leadership. Leading psychology emphasizes learning from others' experiences, often documented in biographies, case studies, and leadership texts. Integrating lessons from reading helps leaders refine strategies and inspire innovation. Number 6. Strategic silence is a deliberate communication strategy employed in various contexts, including business, politics, and personal interactions. It involves withholding information, responses, or opinions for a calculated purpose. Here's a concise introduction broken into 7 key points. Definition. Strategic silence is the intentional decision to remain silent or refrain from addressing a particular issue, question, or situation to achieve a specific objective. Purpose. It is used to control narratives, avoid controversies, preserve relationships, or create an air of mystery. It can also allow time for reflection or decision-making. Applications. In politics, leaders often use silence to avoid escalating conflicts or to steer public attention elsewhere. In business, companies might stay silent during controversies to avoid fueling debates or making premature statements. In personal relationships, silence can act as a tool for conflict resolution or boundary setting. Psychological impact. Silence can make others feel uncertain, prompting them to reveal more information or adjust their behavior. It can also project confidence or indicate disapproval without direct confrontation. Risks. Strategic silence can backfire if perceived as indifference, evasion, or weakness. Misjudging the situation can lead to a loss of trust or credibility. Advantages. Reduces the risk of saying something impulsive or damaging. Maintains focus on key objectives without unnecessary distractions. Builds a sense of anticipation or curiosity. Examples. A brand opting not to comment during a crisis while conducting internal investigations. A public figure declining to respond to rumors to let them lose relevance over time. In negotiations, staying silent to let the other party fill the void and reveal more. Number 7. Control through freedom. Introduction to the concept. Control through freedom is a modern leadership and management approach where individuals are empowered with autonomy, fostering responsibility, creativity, and accountability, while still aligning their actions with broader organizational or societal goals. The paradox of freedom and control. Freedom and control might seem contradictory, but when combined effectively, they create a dynamic where freedom drives motivation and control ensures alignment with objectives. Core principles. Trust. Leaders trust individuals to make decisions within a defined framework. Clarity. Clear boundaries and objectives are established to guide actions. Empowerment. Individuals are given the tools and authority to act autonomously. Examples in practice. Companies like Google encourage employees to spend time on personal projects, promoting innovation while maintaining corporate goals. Remote work environments illustrate trust and autonomy while meeting performance expectations. Psychological impact. Freedom fosters intrinsic motivation, engagement, and satisfaction, which can lead to better outcomes than rigid top-down control. Risks and mitigation. Excessive freedom without guidance may lead to chaos or lack of accountability. Effective frameworks and communication are essential to balance autonomy with organizational needs. Control through freedom is about guiding individuals to achieve collective goals by leveraging their autonomy and creativity, resulting in a harmonious and productive balance between liberty and structure. No. 8. Final advice. Definition of final advice. Final advice refers to the ultimate guidance or recommendations provided in a particular situation, often summing up key insights, lessons, or actions to be taken. Purpose. It serves as a definitive conclusion, aiming to clarify, direct, or inspire the recipient towards a specific decision, understanding, or path. Context of use. Commonly seen in speeches, mentorship, literature, or professional consultations, where critical insights are shared. Essence of final advice. It typically distills complex experiences or knowledge into simple, actionable points that are easy to remember and apply. Characteristics. Clear, concise, empathetic, and tailored to the audience or situation for maximum impact. Importance. Acts as a compass, often addressing uncertainties, reinforcing priorities, or emphasizing key values. Impact. When delivered effectively, final advice can leave a lasting impression, motivating positive change or affirming decisions. Conclusion. In conclusion, while understanding human behavior through psychological principles can provide valuable insights into relationships, it is important to approach any connection with genuine respect, empathy, and authenticity. The principles of Stoicism, with their focus on self-control, emotional resilience, and virtue, can help guide interactions with others in a thoughtful and balanced way. Manipulative tactics or attempts to control someone's feelings are not only unethical, but also likely to lead to superficial or unhealthy relationships. True love and respect should be rooted in mutual understanding and honesty, not psychological tricks or strategies. Always prioritize kindness, integrity, and personal growth as the foundation for any meaningful connection.